All right, we should be live now. Oh, I got two viewers in there waiting, so that's a start. I got two viewers. All right. Hey, what's up, guys? This is Dwight here at Retro Crypto. With my two viewers that are in there, can somebody send me a message? Let me know that it's coming through clearly. Still new to this whole live thing. Oh, I have one viewer. Okay, who we got? Who's the one viewer that's in here for the live broadcast? Can you leave something in the message so I can make sure this is coming through clearly? All right. Yeah, try my luck doing it at 5 p.m. without much notice. So I don't know if it's going to work or not, but I'm going to go for this. Somebody can just type something in the messenger just to make sure you can hear me clearly. And we'll get this party started here. Right now we have one, well, let's say we have one viewer. All right. Maybe I should have gave you guys a little bit more advanced notice. Story of my life. All right, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna start rolling with this, and we'll see what happens. Basically, I just wanted to play around a little bit today with the live streaming. The average person, it looks like 50% of people they prefer to have it. 50% of people prefer to have it pre-recorded. 25% like the live streaming. So I just wanted to play around with it a little bit today. You sound good, fam. Thank you. There we go. Now I'm in the game. I got somebody out there to talk to. I was feeling lonely for a minute. It's all good, though. All right, so let's rock out with this. At least got one person out there. Thank you, Toby. All right. This video, I just kind of wanted to, my goal with this live stream was trying to just kind of get like a little open forum. I was going to run through here, do some technical analysis, and just, talk about things, see what's on the people's mind about crypto these days. Till we get some more viewers in here, I'm just going to start running through this like a normal video, and we'll go from there. See what happens. All right. As you can see, Hex is up by 10%, which is absolutely amazing. Wow. Hex being up 10% actually makes my day because I was panicking, but I didn't sell. I held the line. I did not sell. Sandbox, I definitely want to talk to you guys about Sandbox. Anchor Protocol, I mentioned them earlier. They're still making big moves. There's just so much going on in the crypto world right now that it's more than just too much to cover. But I'm gonna do my best. But first thing that caught my eye today was this here on Forbes. Federal Reserve long-awaited rate hike is here. Powell announces a 25% increase. That's right. That is going to have a direct effect on the market, guys. As you're listening to this video, if anybody jumps in, just leave comments, messages, statements, and we'll go with it from there. Federal Reserve announced a 0.25% interest rate hike on Wednesday, the first increase since 2018, which is crazy, guys. While also forecasting a more than expected 6 additional hikes this year, and the central bank looks to combat surging inflation and ease concerns about the economic impact from Russia's invasion on Ukraine. These rate hikes should have happened so long ago. It's sickening. And actually, it's been argued that the Federal Reserve should be held accountable for not raising the hikes because the hyperinflation that's taking place right now is due to the fact of the overprinting of money, the rates being so low. The whole point of interest rates is to control inflation, and they've been at zero. So the housing bubble, everything can be associated with the interest rates being at zero for so long. It's absolutely ridiculous. Let's see what else it says. Key facts. Federal Reserve raised interest rates by a quarter percentage point, the first increase in more than 3 years, as it looks to address surging inflation, which remains at 40-year high, up to 7.9% from a year ago. I was an 80s kid. Well, really, I was born in the mid-70s. In the 80s, people paying 50%, 13% interest rate for houses was the norm. And guess what, guys? I was just talking to an older lady today at a Goodwill store. Yes, I love shopping for vintage and antique items. It's a little passion of mine also. She agreed with me that she started talking. And then she agreed that, yep, those interest rates are coming back. She's already lived it. She said she was born in the mid-50s, so she's lived through multiple recessions. Believe it or not, guys, the older you get, it's just the same old, same old. Hey, who do we got here? Bitcoin going to 40. Hello, I know you from Twitter. Bitcoin going to 44,000. Yeah, I think it's going to 44,000. Who is that? Jay Constant. But yeah, Forbes is absolutely. I mean, this article blew my mind today. But I'm kind of excited it's happening, even though I'm in the market for a house in like in the next year. But I'm trying to pay cash with Hex and PulseChain, if you know what I mean. Because when PulseChain comes out, it's going to do big things. So I'm not even really that pressed about the interest rate, but it's going to affect everything, and it's just not the U.S. It's going to affect. It's going to affect everything internationally. Oh wow, we got a bunch more people jumping in here. Awesome. Not a bunch, got two. Oh, we got Hex Day. History in the making. Yes, it is. History is definitely in the making. We're living it. I actually think we avoided World War III, believe it or not, but that's like my little conspiracy theory because things were starting to look real shady around the world with somebody corrected me here. It's the China, the China PM. His name, I always say, I would say it wrong. I would always refer to it as Zai, and they corrected me today, and it's actually I've been saying it wrong, and I'm not going to say it right now because I'm saying like an idiot. I got to find the exact comment, but I've been saying his name wrong. But they were actually planning to, and there was a document released in Russia. From Russia. I believe it's the FSB, which is the replacement to the KGB, and they were actually China was actually planning on invading Taiwan. I believe it said in the fall. But because of the way the world responded to Russia's invasion of the Ukraine, they've kiboshed that plan. And that's kind of scary, actually, because the U.S. did not have a line drawn in the sand with the Ukraine, but they definitely have a line drawn in the sand with China and Taiwan. And also the line is drawn in the sand with North Korea. So it just makes me really nervous because it really does feel like the West versus, it feels like every continent versus Asia almost. It's a very weird thing going on. But yeah, that article really caught my eye today. And I just wanted to have you guys just think about what's going on because right here it says Biden commits new military aid to Ukraine after Zelensky a plea for more support. He actually did a broadcast to the entire Congress today, and yeah, I'll read it real quick. President Joe Biden on Wednesday announced an additional $800 million in military support for Ukraine after his president pleaded with Congress to do more to help it defend itself against the military onslaught from Russia. Speaking at the White House, Biden said the new aid package would drastically increase the amount of military support going to Ukraine to include 800 anti-aircraft systems, 9,000 anti-armor systems, 7,000 small arms like shotguns and grenade launchers, as well as drones and other military equipment. Kind of shocks me. He says shotguns. Kind of weird. All right. This would be a long and difficult battle. But the American people will be steadfast in our support of the people of Ukraine in the face of Putin's immoral, unethical attacks on civilian population. So basically, it's going to get much, much bigger over there, that conflict. The Ukrainians are holding the line the best they can, but they need as much support as possible. I'm actually shocked at how much damage has the Russian military has had inflicted upon them, honestly. And they're starting to hurt. And they're reaching out to China. That was another article. I don't want to go into that. But they're reaching out to China for military and economic support. Equipment costs money. And yeah, we'll have to see how this works. But yeah, back to what, who said it? Hex Day, history in the making. Yes, indeed, it is history in the making. And not just along with the crypto history in the making also. Who else we got in here? We got Igor and we got Jay Constant. Taiwan is highly advanced. They have a heavy defense that can flatline Beijing. Yes, they do have a heavy defense, but they're so small. Ukraine is huge. Taiwan, I don't think, is anywhere near the size that Ukraine is. And it's just so, what makes me so nervous with Taiwan is it's so condensed. But China's military is a military to be respected at this point. And the U.S. has drawn a line. So is the United Kingdom. So I don't want to. Let's hope it never happens. That's the best I can say with China. I've always been more worried about China than Russia, to tell you the truth. Russia does have a lot of nuclear weapons, so that's really the world knows that they have a lot of nuclear weapons. But the military, I'm more worried about China. All right, So let's go ahead and jump over here, guys. All right, let's do some technical analysis. I love doing technical analysis. Please leave a comment. Leave comments in there. Let's get chat going here. By the way, I'm trying to get people to join the Telegram for Retro Crypto. There is a link in the description area. At least there should be. It's definitely in the other videos. I want to get some discussion going on in the Telegram group, you know, because I was told about Power City last time I did a oh man, I'm trying to open this up. It's an easy drink. I learned about Power City last time I did a live broadcast, and yeah, so there's so much that can be learned. So don't be shy about putting something in that comment field. All right, definitely want to get things discussed. A discussion going on. Well, let me get a drink, guys. Believe it or not, this is harder than it looks. All right, here we go. We're going to take a look here at Bitcoin right now. We see Bitcoin has an awesome secondary support line at 34,814. Has a very good primary support line right now at 37,222. It keeps bouncing against this resistance right now at 41,144. I'm hoping, because right here at this point at 44,788 roughly, somewhere in the 44,000 range is where we need to break through. Once we break through there, it looks to me like you could say there might be from there, the next jump up will be up to 47, and from there we'll be in the 50s. And I mean, things happen so fast in crypto, guys. So I got a funny feeling that this is the new bear market trend, because I refuse to accept comparing this market to the market of 2017 at this point. Because you look at Bitcoin, it wasn't like this in 2017. I mean, I literally made my first purchase December 19th, 2017, and it literally went. It was very clear, and it dropped hard. This is not dropping that hard, guys. All considered. Now, I have the 200-day moving average right now. Right now, it's peaking right over this 200-day moving average, this little blue line right here. And I really have my hopes up for that. Long as it stays over that, I mean, it's looking good, honestly. In my opinion, I think Bitcoin's looking good. If this is the new bear market, the new pullback, I'll take it all day long. It could drop down to 30,000, and I'll take it all day long. Because the previous one, I think my lowest purchase was around $3,400. $3,500 for 19. It's absolutely crazy, guys. All right, it's not even comparable. Here, let's look at the comments real quick here. Hex Day, I can't help but to feel Biden is controlled by China spiritually. Everything he does is definitely for China. Yeah, Hex Day, I'm not going to argue that. Part of the problem is part of the problem with the U.S. right now and China is we're so reliant upon China for manufacturing goods. China is so reliant upon us for the economy, for us to purchase the goods they are manufacturing. Our currency is still much stronger than theirs. So we're so intertwined right now. So any action has a major reaction, and it affects everybody globally. So I respect that. You can't just say anything and do anything you want with the world. But I do think that we should be showing a little bit stronger force against China. I do agree with you there. Let's see here, because there's a lot of things that China has done that's wrong, that's been swept under the carpet for years, like having camps. I don't remember the proper term for them, but Muslims, they're not concentration camps, but they are, what's the word for brainwashing? There's a word for it. Not reentry, but you get the idea. They're camps to punish them for being Muslims, basically, and to brainwash them or to have them turn away from their faith. That's a major problem over there. And the U.S. just sweeps under the carpet like it doesn't exist. It's not a problem. So do Muslim countries who actually entertain China, So it's the whole thing's all screwed up, guys. Let's see what else we got here. Power cities seem to have low follower support. Your thoughts? I think it's all about marketing. And I'll tell you what, the difference between who's the Igor, the difference between Power City and Hedron is Hedron did an airdrop, and he did an airdrop that caught everybody's attention. and it's an awesome airdrop at that. You got to admit, right? You continuously can earn it throughout the life of the contract. I mean, that's amazing. I just truly came to the understanding of that the other day when I was going to purchase some more, and then I compared the. I forgot about the difference of something being 10 times, 9 times versus buying it outright. But Power City, I truly feel that they're lacking in marketing. And unfortunately, marketing's everything. I mean, I do believe the cream always rises to the top, Cardano, because Cardano' biggest problem was marketing, believe it or not. 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, they started getting their act together. But at the same time, the Cardano's Charles Hoskinson said that he wasn't worried about marketing or the evaluation, the evaluation of the project. He was more worried about quality. So hopefully that's Power City's thing there. But yeah, you're right. They're not getting nowhere near the amount of attention that Hedron received or Liquid Loans, honestly. There's another project I want to point out to you guys that I like. It's a cute meme coin, but I like it. I wanted to show it to you guys. I'll show it in a little bit. Let's see. It was exactly like when it dropped to 3,600. Yep. Excited for PulseChain. Yes, I think PulseChain's coming out sooner than later, guys. Here, let's talk about that because Richard Hart, when he did that post, I believe it was yesterday, it really caught my eye. Now, I could be predicting this could be considered hopium, and that's cool, but I don't know. Richard Hart, he always like sprinkles enough breadcrumbs, and if you're smart enough to pick up all the breadcrumbs or the puzzle, the pieces and put it all together, then you'll know. But he won't outright say anything. Even when he was considering coming out with PulseChain, he just kept hinting around at little things, and then all of a sudden, boom, here it was. Let's see here. Let's see. Where's that statement he made? Of course, when I want to talk about something, I can't find it. So typical, right? Or did he pull it down? No way. All right. Did you guys see that posting he did where he had the little teardrop? No more tears. Where is it? I did it on a video earlier, but of course now I want to show it on this video. I can't locate it. Where is it? There. All right. This is something that I posted. You see where it says, oh, this is his right here. No more tears. Johnson Baby Shampoo provider. No more tears. And this was right after he put PulseChain.com testnet V2B in a couple days with PulseX working, AMM bot run on Unique V2 and Sushi stack balances. I felt that it was such a big clue there, guys. Like I said, it may be me going hyperdrive or hopium, but I think there may be something there. Let's see what we got here. Hey, what's up, Dean? J-Man in the house there too. Didn't know it. All right, J-Man, what are your thoughts on internet money, especially the IMD sacrifice that they just had? I just learned about that one the other day, and I learned about it so far after the fact. I just kind of decided to. Sometimes you just gotta let things pass you by. But I did hear that. There were some things I thought they were a little shady. Now I don't want to call it shady. I really didn't research it enough to call it anything shady. I just didn't. Internet money. Let's see if I can find it real quick. It was just some things about it. I don't know. I didn't like it. Is this it? Hey, J Money, is this the right one? I'll make sure. J Man, I'm sorry, J Man. Is this the right one? I believe this is the correct internet money site. Because I remember it was something weird about it. I just didn't when I started digging around, something I didn't like about it, J Man. Richard Hart is smarter than us about not letting us guess when it will launch. You got that right, because you know what a bunch of people are going to do? They're going to pump and dump. So in other words, oh, it's coming. They're going to buy as much as they can. And they're the most loyal Hexican that ever lived. And the first second they get to drop, they're going to drop it on everybody else. And then PulseChain will still come back up because the cream always rises to the top. But you are right. Richard Hart's very smart for not letting people know, because people are greedy. They're inherently greedy. And honestly, it is traditional with cryptocurrency to, what is it? Buy on the, buy on the news, sell on the, basically you buy the hype. And then whenever whatever's supposed to happen comes out, that's when you sell right before it. And I wish I did that with Cardano with the smart contracts, man. I would really be on top right now. But you live and you learn. And I love Cardano so much. I kind of wrote it out. Let's see. No, I don't believe so. Yeah, hey J man, if you could put the link up here to the right internet money site, I want to take a look at that honestly, because I really didn't. It was like Power City. Like you realize everything that's going on with, as you guys know, dealing with cryptocurrencies. You think you realize everything that's going on, and there's so much going on that you're like, oh, I didn't know anything about that. It's so weird. Let's take a look here real quick at Bitcoin with the moving averages. Right here, you'll see the MACD is looking very good. We are bullish as far as the MACD is concerned. Moving averages, they don't really look that great, honestly, guys. If you look at the 1 day moving average, it's getting better with the 1 day moving average because the purple is about to cross over the green. That's a 20 across the 50. Now, if we drop it to the 2 hour moving average, oh, wow, the 2 hour moving average is looking very well, very good. So, yeah, I definitely see improvement, guys, with the moving average. But that's just the 2 hours. 2 hour moving average is really good for shorting and longing, short term. But for long term investing, I would stick with the 4 hour. And the 4 hour is definitely has the 20-day moving average curving up on that 50. So that's good for Bitcoin. Just jump over here. Oh, there it is. Thanks, Jay Constant. Buy the news, sell the rumor. It's so embarrassing when you're doing live streams because it's like it'd be the most dumbest statement and you can't remember it. It's tricky, guys. It really is. All right. And that, by the way, I'm flattered that you guys took your time to join me in this. I appreciate it more than you can imagine. Just want to thank you. Let's see here now with this Fibonacci retracement I have here at this 50. Remember this 50% marker. I am not bullish on Bitcoin until it crosses this 50% marker with the Fibonacci retracement. I mean, I'll be happy to see it at 41,000, but I'm not really going to be happy till it passes that, because when it passes that 50% mark, now that means it's time to get ready. It is officially bullish. And at that point, I'll be flipping around a fib, and I'll be putting it down here and going upwards to see, exactly where the future buy-in points will be. Click over here, the fear and greed indicator. There you go. And brother, I just sent the link. Okay, thank you, J-Man. Where's it? Message retracted. I think they pulled that link out. All right, man. Let's see if I can I put it? No, it says message retracted, J-Man. Can you put it up there in a weird way, and then I'll figure I'll get to it. I'll figure a way to type it in. But all right, let's look at the Bitcoin on my little knockoff market cipher chart here. Let's look at this. J-Man, I also sacrificed from Intra. I think you'll be okay. Perfect. It's from Gerardo. Yeah, you know what? I did not sacrifice to Mintra. I'm kind of upset with myself. I sacrificed with I did Hedron. I went very aggressive with Hedron, and I also sacrificed with Power City. And then I was like, so dumb. You should have just sprinkled a little bit everywhere. And I don't know why I did, because NFTs are the future. I mean, I'm so psyched about the metaverse after watching Ready Player One finally, to see where things are headed. And when it all comes together, guys, I'm going to be a really old man, of course, but it's going to be pretty dang exciting for the kids. Let's just say I don't think there's going to be a need for things like strip clubs anymore. Just kidding. Anyway, let's keep this PG. All right, let's see. Let's keep this rolling here. All right, on the market cipher chart here. Market cipher chart here on the 2-hour chart has Bitcoin as very, very bullish. It's got a little red candle there, but it's still bullish. But the fear and greed indicator does have it pulling back into the fear zone here. But if you drop down to the 4-hour chart, you'll see that we have a change from reversal from previous trend. And wow, it is looking bullish. Nothing but a bullish long signal and bullish continuations. Excellent. It looks beautiful, guys. Now, if we drop down to the 1-day chart here, the 1-day chart is very telling for Bitcoin. And you can see that just slowly just dropping down. And then you have a reverse for previous trend here. And, that looks a little weird, actually. Actually, I'm not sure about this one, guys. I think this reversal of previous trend was for Bitcoin to go down. So I think that's actually inaccurate. because it looks like we're going up. But no charting is ever perfect, as you guys already know. We got the greed is high on a daily chart for Bitcoin, which is a good thing. Love the fear and greed. It's all about emotions. When you're doing a chart technical analysis, it's really about past history and trying to judge what human emotions will be, comparing them to the past. Let's see, any new messages? No new messages. All right. All right. Now we're going to look over here at the exponential moving average. And that's on the 2-hour chart. 2-hour chart is Bitcoin's officially bullish. But you know how I feel about the 2-hour chart. If I drop it down to the 4-hour chart, it's getting very close to being officially bullish. It's looking pretty damn good, guys. Actually, I'm going to say Bitcoin is pretty bullish. I want to see it past that 50% mark, at least that 45,000 mark before I get excited. But it's definitely in bullish territory. And hopefully we'll see it break right here at this resistance it hit last time at 42,547. All right. Let's see. Right now we're going to go to Hex. Any more comments before I jump into Hex? I need to get into Hedron as soon as possible. Hedron is sweet, man. It's easy to get into. You haven't done it yet? Did you? Hey J-Man, did you haven't claimed it? It's really easy to claim and mint it because you just go to their site. I'm assuming you got a MetaMask wallet. You just hit mint your Hedron, and then you go to this is around. Right now, this is Chrome. I don't use Chrome. I like using Firefox. But anyway, it's a whole nother hassle there. But yeah, I hope you. It's easy. And right now, we're at the 8x multiplier. All right, Hedron TA. All right, we can look at Hedron TA right now. Let's see Hedron. Let me jump over to it. I was so excited when I saw Hedron pop up in there in my trading view here. All right, Hedron. All right, we're going to start with the market cipher chart here. All right, right now, Hedron is in the greedy zone. Let's look at the 2-hour chart. We're going to compare it to the 2-hour chart, and it is very much so in the greedy zone under the 2-hour chart. Now, if we jump back to the 4-hour chart, we'll see that it is just bullish, guys. This is a change for a previous trend, and it's just been hardcore bullish, and it's never changed from this change from previous trend. And we pulled back a little bit, but it's about to go right back up. And if you think back to that chart I did the other day when I did the Fibonacci retracement, it came right down to here like I predicted, and it went immediately right back up. It was awesome. So Hedron, this baby has wheels on it, guys. That's why I put a decent chunk in this. I'm not a rich man or nothing, but I say car payments. You know what I mean? I put a car payment or two in this one. So ordinary car payment. You know, not a Lambo car payment, not yet. But yeah, I think Hedron definitely is going to keep going up. I don't foresee it going back. And when PulseChain goes live, I see a lot of value in Hedron because I think PulseChain's here to stay. It's not like a short play, and Hedron would allow you to take advantage of your 555 stakes, which I've been afraid to use up to now because of my age. You know, I'm in my mid-40s. If I was like 35, 30, of course. But I'm a little older. But now I can take advantage of the 555 stakes. You know what I mean? It's pretty exciting stuff. Now, if you look over here, Hedron. Oh, by the way, it's very limited charting I could do with Hedron because the history. This doesn't go back that far. It goes back to February. What is it? February 25th. But since we're in here, let's look at Hedron in a different light. All right, there's Hedron. All right, this is what I was talking about when I did that Fibonacci retracement. And it retraced back, and then it hit the 61.8 line and went right back up. So, is this a good point of time to buy Hedron? According to this chart, no. Because with the 61.8, this is where the Fibonacci retracement feels comfortable with you, where the calculation says is a good buy-in point. Right now, you're already at 38.2. So I don't consider that a good point to buy in according to Fibonacci retracement chart. Now, it could be wrong, but if you choose to buy it where it is now, you're risking that you're chasing it. And I don't want to chase anything. It always goes wrong when I chase something. It takes a little stress off me, I guess, for the day, but it always goes wrong. So I suggest not chasing it, guys. But if you choose to, I respect it because I know how it feels. All right, load chart. Now let's look at it with Hedron with the exponential ribbon here, the EMA. If you look at it with the EMA, let me get Hedron up here. There we go. We look at it with the exponential ribbon, it is kind of neutral right now. So I would say that definitely looks like it's leaning towards the bullish side of things, but it's not very strong signal because it hasn't really broken out of it yet. But if I rated it, I would rate it up. I would put this as neutral, keep a close eye on it. But let's look at it under the 2 hour. Maybe the 2 hour has a better look. 2 hour has a stronger look to it, but not quite yet there yet, guys. I would wait and see what Hedron personally. I would try to get it for the better deal. But like I said, I understand. Let's see. What do you think about? Okay. Oh, we're typing now. All right. Look, please, at Hedron TA and your thoughts. It did that. What do you think about Chainlink? Did it break out? You know what? Chainlink. Oh, man. That was an awesome Sunday when I received that airdrop. And I remember looking at my wife going, hey, I think I actually, let's get a Coinbase in here. Or Binance US dollar will work, as long as it's not UST. All right, there we go. That was an awesome day when they did that airdrop, guys. I don't remember the exact protocol for it, but I had a MetaMask wallet, and I received the airdrop, and I did the numbers, and I was like, I think I just got $8,000. Or 6,000. It was 6,000. My wife was like, you sure? Because you always say that, and then it's not. And then it turns out that, yeah. Where's this link at? There it is. All right. Ooh, my gosh. Thank you, guys. I might have to buy some link. There's so many things. Who is that? Who asked me about link? Constant. Thank you, Jay Constant. Oh, my gosh, man. Took my breath away. All right. Chainlink's looking pretty good right now. That's the 2 hour moving average, exponential moving average, and it is hardcore bullish. Basically, with the exponential moving average, if it's on top, it's a buy. If it's on bottom, it's a sell. And you need to be sure that you have enough points of contact, at least that it's the real deal. Whereas here, it's kind of fell neutral. So you really couldn't judge what it was going to do. All right, let's look at this with the 4 hour chart. 4 hour chart has 4 hour chart looks really good, guys. Chainlink is a buy. Let's see. Let's take it down to a 1 day chart. Chainlink is still an awesome buy. Yes. No, wait. On a daily chart, Chainlink is not a buy, but it is swinging up. Looks like give it some time because it has moved in right about here, but it's got to go a little bit more. But up to the 4 hour chart, I say heck yeah. But if you're looking for the long term, not yet. But if you're just a trader, you want to get in and get out, yeah. Now, before you get in and get out, let's take a peek at something here. Always should try to do a fib retracement. They're really easy to do, and it tells you so much. So what I'm going to do is jump over to Chainlink, and let's take this here. We're going to pull this back. How long ago was this here? February 20. We need more than that. Wow. Okay. Chainlink did some serious falling. All right, so let's start at the very top thing, guys. So say that you want to get into Chainlink now. So we're going to do the fib retracement here from the top, coming down. We're going to plant that baby right there. Boom. And then we're going to plant this up here. Boom. All right, so with the Fibonacci retracement, dragging it from the top down, that's how it works, guys. On a downward trend, because this is definitely a downward trend, you want to drag it from the top down. And the 61.8 is at $28 from a high point. It may be the actual all-time high point, which was, yeah, November 10th. I'm sure that was the all-time high point. And that puts that at, so anything under $27 is considered a good buy from the all-time high point. Now, if you go back down a little bit and you go to a recent high point, something a little bit more practical, we're going to do 2 of these just to, to give you an idea. The next good buy-in point from a recent high point would be 21.56. And this is the most recent high point that I would suggest looking at personally. And we'll spread this out here so we can read it. And it is saying 61.8. So if you can get, long as you're getting in under $16.31, it is a good buy. You can't lose. The trick with Chainlink is you've got to be patient. Also, Chainlink brought a lot to the table a few years back with blockchains being able to communicate with each other as an oracle, but there's so much going on now. I really don't think Chainlink has the wheels under it that it used to. I mean, it has wheels. It's got some legs under it. It's not going nowhere. It's going to be here for a long time, but I just don't think it's as strong as it used to be. I really don't even feel that Ethereum is as strong as it used to be. I truly think Cardano is going to change the game, guys. Cardano, Cardano, Cardano. Can't say it enough. I can't go to sleep at night without pushing Cardano. Right here, you'll see that the RSI is really high too. So the RSI is super high on Chainlink. So you may want to be careful before you choose to purchase that. Let it fall back because that's really high. I wouldn't buy on a day it looks like that. Chainlink on Pulse, I believe, is going to be big. Honestly, J-Man, Chainlink, everything on Pulse is going to be big, man. I mean, right now you can afford to do transactions for like $3, $15 sometimes on Ethereum. But the second the market takes off, you can't afford to use it. Everything's going to be big on Ethereum. And I guess it'll be Link P then, right? But yeah, I agree with you. I think it's going to be big. I think everything on Ethereum is going to be big, honest. Pretty much everything that has realistic value, that actually brings something to the table, that's just not being traded for monetary reasons, but actually brings some kind of solution about it's going to have value on PulseChain. That's my theory on that. Let's see. Maybe yes. Hex day 11 already sacrificed all my TRX for PulseX. Yeah, TRX. You know, loves TRX. Trevon James. He loves TRX. Now TRX has, now that Justin Sun has, because nobody likes the guy. He could be the most amazing thing since sliced bread. People, his personality, people just don't like him. Richard Hart, he's abrasive, but if you give him a chance, people like him. Justin Sun, nobody ever liked that guy. And I think he's doing something in South America now or Central America, but he's removed himself from being the face of Tron. So I wouldn't doubt have Tron just come out of nowhere and be a player still, guys. But I believe Tron is still based out of China, which makes me nervous because I'm in the U.S. Just like with Tether, to tell you the truth. Chainlink staking soon. Oh, really? Chainlink is staking soon? Okay. Yeah, that's a good one. I would say Chainlink is strong, guys. All right, so I'm going to close out the chain. All right, Hedron. We did Hedron. We talked about Chainlink. Is there anything you guys want to talk about specifically? Let me know. I'm here for you. All right, I'm going to jump back over here to Hex. We got to do Hex, guys. All right, let's look at the moving average for Hex. They look like crap. The 2-hour does look good. It's swinging around going north. The 4-hour chart looks much worse, actually, because you see right down here, the purple is a 20, the green is the 50, the orange is 100, and then that's the 200. Does not look good there, guys. What does look good for Hex, though, absolutely beautiful, is that this support line held. This support line is a key support line, and it goes all the way back over here, somewhere in around July. That is absolutely phenomenal. This is what you want to see, and it looks like we're working up our way back up to our first. It's not really a point of resistance. It was a support line, I believe. Yes, no, that was a point of resistance here. No, this is a support that it broke through. That's going to be at 12 cents. We're going to go right through this. You know, I'm going to move this up a little bit. Make this. All right, we're going to make this at 12.1240 US cents. We're going to break through there. And then the big resistance up here at basically 14 cents. From that point, it'd be 14.6. And then that point, 16 cents. And then from there, it's honestly, it could go all the way up very quickly. Very, very quickly. Absolutely love Hex, guys. It's going to do big things. Hey, for the guys that just joined, hey, make sure you join my Telegram later, Retro Crypto Telegram. And I also want to thank you guys for joining us. If you have any questions, comments, things you want to do technical analysis on, tell me. Leave it in the suggestion box or comment box, and I'll do it. All right, let's keep it rolling here. All right, now this is Hex. I drew this the other day, and it's continually bouncing in these wedges. You got to admit, we use the trending lines as a wedge, either going up or going down. It's amazing how it'll stay right in the middle of it, but it's got to break out at some point. And when it does break out, it lets you know without a doubt which way the market's headed. This here is a 200-day moving average. You'll see Hex is still under the 200-day moving average, but only time will tell. And we already know, I can tell you the future without a Back to the Future car. It's Hex is going to explode, guys. When PulseChain comes out, Hex is absolutely going to explode because it's going to prove all the naysayers wrong, and it's going to be drama galore between the YouTubers. BitBoy's already put his bet on Hex. That's why he's had Richard Hart on his show so many times recently with the last few months. It's going to be really interesting, guys. I see. Okay. So and then okay. I start babbling. You'll see Hex is under the 200-day moving average, so it is still under the 200-day moving average. We really want to get it above this 200 moving average. All right. RSI is neutral, so it's not a bad day to buy it, not a good day to buy it currently. Let's see what else we got going on with Hex here. We got talked about that good support line we got going. Now, okay, this was what I was wondering about. The strong support line actually is at 10 cents right here. I was wondering because I felt like something was off with my chart. I apologize. Oh, no, it's correct. There we are. That was a super strong support. Yeah, we're good. All right. And then I drew a sideways wedge here, and you'll see it's doing the exact same thing in a sideways wedge. It just keeps bouncing in. But here's the good news. Between now and March 26th, Hex has either got to break down or break out of this wedge. And at this point, my prediction is it's going to break upward, going north. Would you believe we'll do better the long run, PulseChain or PulseX? I believe PulseChain, without a doubt, is going to do better than PulseX. Very simple, guys. Compare Ethereum to Uniswap. Now, we're all going to agree that Uniswap. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to type in Ethereum. Ethereum is a layer 1 blockchain. It's the biggest. Next after it's the biggest. We all agree on that. It's at 2,761. Now we're going to agree that Uniswap is the biggest DEX on Ethereum. I'm pretty sure we're all in agreement with that. If you're in a disagreement, say something. It's going for $9. Let's do another DEX that's huge. Sushi. I'm going to drag it down here. Well, I just did it in Bitcoin. I don't know why. Sorry, guys. Sushi swap. I got to type it again. Let's look at sushi real quick. Sushi, US dollar. Sushi. It's going for $3.10. And we can do this forever. PulseX is a DEX, guys. It's great. It's built for PulseChain. I have enough for a motorcycle in it. I ain't gonna lie, a nice one. My wife won't let me get one. I asked her I requested permission, and she said no this spring. But anyway, but PulseX it's just a DEX. And what happened was all the Hexicans, when Richard Hart, it was like around April, right around now last year actually, when maybe a little bit earlier in March, when Richard Hart finally said, you know, I've had enough with this. I'm going to be forking Ethereum, hard forking Ethereum. And he said it in a video in such a quiet manner. It wasn't like a big expose or anything. And he just talked about it a little bit more. And by late April, May, it's happening. Now I'm saying all that. A lot of Hexicans refuse to sacrifice or to transfer some of their wealth over from sacrifice their Hex for PulseChain. So they missed out on PulseChain. There were some Hexicans who refused to do any when PulseChain was first introduced. Now, my attitude, I was away on vacation, and actually I was in Wildwood, New Jersey, and I was in the condo, and I was thinking, hey, if he created Hex, and Hex has been this successful, now he's talking about creating a layer 1 blockchain that he's hard forking from Ethereum, and he's going to fix, the staking mechanisms, the proof of work, all that good stuff. I was like, I'm all in. I put a ridiculous amount of money in there. At least ridiculous to me. You know what I mean? And yeah, I'm really hopeful that when PulseChain goes live, it will be a life-changing event for me. I'm almost positive it has to be a life-changing event. Even at 0.0001, it should be a life-changing event. It will be, because then we get to talk about all the projects on Pulse, and I get to do technical analysis and all that. So that's going to be fun in itself. But yeah, long story short, sorry for babbling, J-Man. If it made any sense to you, that's why I feel PulseChain is going to be larger than PulseX. PulseX is just a DEX. It allows you to buy and sell, staking. You can do pools. You can do farming more than likely, but that's not a layer one blockchain. That's like comparing your. I have a computer now versus I have Comcast or whatever internet provider you're using, if that makes any sense to you. Hope it does. I'm waiting for Hex to get to 6 cents. I don't think you're going to see Hex hit 6 cents. If it does, it does, but I just don't foresee it. Why do you Hex Day? Why do you think it's going to hit 6 cents? I mean, even if I do a fib retracement on it, that's pretty extreme. Let's do a fib retracement real quick here. We're going to do a fib retracement from a recent. It's not even a recent high really. Backwards, and it'll put. I don't want to do it that high. Let's start over. All right, here we go. Stop it. Stop it. All right, so we're going to do one from here. To see Hex hit 6 cents. And this is running one super close, guys. Just so you know. That would require it the 50%. Yeah, I don't foresee it hitting 6 cents. That's really low. That's super low. Anyway, that's just my opinion. You know, who am I? All right. All right, let's keep it going. I got 8 viewers. That's cool. That's cool. I'm growing. It's getting better. All right, so we talked about Hex, right? Did we go all the way through Hex? I hope we went all the way through Hex. 50%. Okay, I don't think we talked about this right here. For this Fibonacci retracement with Hex right here, you see that it hit this 50% line. Now, this is on a downward slope here. It dropped underneath this 50% line. No, this is Hedron. I'm sorry. Yeah, all right, we're good. Let's keep it rolling. Sorry, guys. PulseChain 1 cent, 90 days. Oh, my God. I did the math, and I don't even think that that's going to be the number. You're going to be shocked what I think the number is. I think the number is actually going to be 0.0001. If you do the math, let's say that I've got a calculator in front of me. Let's say you're an ordinary person. You donated 2,000 shares, and then you're going to divide it by divided by 0.00001. You're going to come up with 20 million PulseChain. Now, 20 million PulseChain times. Now that there was a formula that was released, and I could find it for you if you really want me to, but I can't do it right now. But there was a calculations where you could figure out how much PulseChain you should receive, roughly thereabout, from your sacrifice as a reward. And it was like almost exactly when I ran my numbers. And my numbers kept coming out right about 0.0001. And I almost want to stake the farm that it's going to come out at 0.0001. And that almost comes out to the exact number that I had deposited originally. Just for a little FYI. Now, it may run up to 1 cent quickly. That'd be great. But I got a funny feeling it's going to be a significant. It's going to do a run up. Then it's going to be a significant drop. And then it's going to do whatever Richard Hart says it's going to do, which is slowly work its way back up as it finds its actual value. J-Man went all in on PulseChain too. That's what I'm talking about. All right, that's at launch. Yeah, 1 cent at launch. I think it's at launch. It's going to be 0.0001. And if you do a little bit of research, like if you go to Telegram into the PulseChain on Telegram or the PulseX on Telegram, you'll get an answer or a link very quickly for somebody. 90 days? Nah, man. I'm betting on 30 days. My bet's 30 days right now. I have nothing to base that on other than gut feeling, but I think it's going to happen in April. May at the absolute latest, but I'm really betting on April. All right, Pulse Doge. Let's talk about Pulse Doge real quick, guys. If you don't know about Pulse Doge, this is a meme coin. It's been out for several months now, and I really like the developer. I like the guy. What can I say? And he's been honest, and a lot of things are lacking in this world, and everything that's lacking, this person has been straight up. It has 100% liquidity stock, 5 days, 100% transparency, 100% community driven. No admin keys, that's essential. No developer tokens, no fake burn to dilute supply, no pre-mining or any minting functions, no inflation, no slippage issues, no transaction fees, no reflection fee, no Ponzi-nomics, no referral programs. And they're going to be providing staking. This is on a tweet that went out today, I believe. Thought it was awesome. It states, took a quick rogue photo at Echo Staking while the Pulse Doge web developer and designer are in the sauna. Well, we'll have the best UX and UI in all cryptocurrency. And this is a picture of what it's going to look like. So you're going to be able to stake the Pulse Doge tokens. And basically, Pulse Doge is a meme coin. You hate meme coins. I hate meme coins. We all hate meme coins. But I think this is a pretty cool meme coin. And plus, it's Hex. Hex has got to have at least one. Even Cardano has settled for Hosky is the meme coin. Even though Hosky will never have any value, Hosky is the meme coin of Cardano, and everybody knows that. All right. Now we look up Pulse Doge here. I brought in the Pulse Doge. I don't think this chart goes back far enough, but I brought it into it. It was ridiculous. It was like literally way down here. That's the best way I describe it. It was off the chart way down, and I rode it all the way up, and I had a lot of money. I didn't sell. I held it, and I've ridden it all the way back down. And then I brought some more down here. Why not, right? Already proved I should have faith in it. I think you're a fool if you don't go on Binance and pick up some Pulse Doge. Nah, you're not a fool. You're a good investor because it is a meme coin. It's unproven. But what they did was they launched this one on Binance Chain, which my golden rule is I wouldn't normally purchase anything built on a different blockchain for a separate blockchain, if you get my drift. But I went ahead and broke my rules for this one. I'm glad I did. I really got burnt with Cardano with that last summer. But there's a whole nother story. But if it ran up this far back in November with just the basic news of PulseChain and when is it going to come out, what do you think this is going to do next time around? Bottom floor is key, guys. You want to get in bottom floor. You don't want to get in it after the fact when the YouTubers like me are talking about it. You want to get into it when it's on the bottom floor. Always remember that. Hedron, we talked about it. You guys, if you have a MetaMask wallet or if you have Hedron, if you have stakes currently, you have Hex currently staked, make sure you get in Hedron, all right? Don't sleep on that. Claim your tokens. Hedron's going to do big things, guys. I already covered it earlier in the video, but make sure you don't sleep on Hedron. Very quickly, Ergo. I should look. Anything over? No, nobody's saying nothing. Ergo. Don't sleep on Ergo, guys. If Charles Hoskinson, okay, if Richard Hart was to come out right now and say that Ergo is next to Hex and PulseChain, he thinks Ergo is the #1 blockchain out there, and it's going to do huge things in the future. I bet you guys you would trip over your feet running to purchase Ergo. Make sure you buy Ergo. Charles Hoskinson clearly stated multiple times over and over again that Ergo is his next favorite project to Cardano. And that speaks so much for this project, guys. So I have it on, I was able to purchase it on KuCoin. I have a link to my affiliate thing if you want to use it to KuCoin or just get an account with KuCoin. But you definitely want to get some Ergo. It's going to do big things. And it'll probably be until the next bull run, or it might be to the next bull run. You got to be patient with cryptocurrency, guys. I've learned that. And you got to pay taxes. Ergo, and then we'll look here with the moving averages here. It's nothing great. So it's at the bottom, guys. If you want to try to hold out and pick it up a little bit lower down here, great. But don't sleep on that. Oh, for you guys that just joined, you have any questions or suggestions, please feel free. Leave it in the comment field. I'll do my best to answer. You want anything that want me to do technical analysis or anything, just write a comment. Now is not the time to be shy. I'm a very shy person. And this is me stepping out of my comfort zone like there's no tomorrow, which is a good thing for me. All right, I'm going to go back over here. And make sure you guys smash that like button. It'll tell YouTube to put this video out in front of more people. So it's essential that you guys hit that like button. Right now there's 12 viewers. Please hit that like button. Let's see here. ADA. I absolutely love Cardano, guys. Moving average chart looks horrible still. MACD is looking great for ADA right now. It definitely has in a bullish territory. But if you go over here, you'll see I did a sideways wedge. It's been on a downtrend since mid. YouTube is receiving enough video to make smooth streaming as such view. Hey, how does my view look, guys? Does it look okay? Hey, hold on one second. I'm going to turn around and tell some. Hey, guys, stop playing that game. No, that game's not affecting it. I hope YouTube is my stream coming through clear, guys, or is it breaking up? I'm gonna have to wait here for a few minutes for you guys to let me know if my stream is good or is it bad. Maybe I'll leave a comment. Somebody can answer. How does the stream look? I just got an error signal, so I don't know if it's bad or not. YouTube not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Can you guys see it? Is it looking clear or is it looking bad? Anybody? I'm so new to streaming. This is my first taste of if there's a problem. Tell you the truth, I'm not sure what to do about it. Okay, it went away. All right, cool. Streaming problems went away. So I'm assuming it looks good out there. Oh, it's good. Great. I'm sorry for the delay, guys. You'll see this wedge here for Cardano. It is on a downward trend since mid-September, but it does have super strong support here. And it goes way, way, way back. And that support line's been good since February 24th. So I'm not too worried about that portion. It is very far underneath the thanks, Constant. It's very far underneath the 200-day moving average, which is not good, but you'll see that it's entering the overbought side of things. Moving averages for oh wow, okay, here we go. This is kind of stuff I like seeing. You see where it's actually broken through the exponential moving average here on a 4-hour chart, which is excellent. So if it can just hold a little bit longer, get me right about over here or so, I'm going to say that Cardano's entered into bullish territory. So if you're planning on getting in here at the bottom, you might want to take it serious because I truly don't foresee it going. It may drop down to 50 cents, but it would be such a drastic drop. I just don't see it happening. If I put it on the 2-hour chart, it's really going to get exciting more than likely. 2-hour chart, it is confirmed on a 2-hour chart. That's for short-term trading. It's at 82 cents right, 82.5 cents right now. Now, if I put it on the day chart, it's not going to be quite as motivating. It's definitely in the bearish territory in the day chart, but that is to be expected. And basically, when I look at the charts, day is a long-term investor, which is me. 4-hour chart is a guy that, you're trying to get in for, you're willing to get in for a month. You really don't want to get in that long. You want to get in and out within, a fair, reasonable amount of time, take some profits. There's nothing wrong with that. And then you got the guys who are shorting the market, which they rely on the 2-hour charts. 2-hour charts, it looks absolutely awesome, guys. Plain and simple. Also, with that said, I wanted to talk about, oh no, it's going to come up anyway. All right, Cardano, working. Audio, how's the audio sound? Is the audio okay? It's working. Audio, does my audio sound bad? Hexican X. How does audio sound? By the way, guys, for the people that just joined in, you have any questions at all, feel free to leave it in the comment field, and I will answer it. Just swap ADA to Hex, and you have less tickers to worry about. That's awesome, Hex Day. I'm a loyal guy, man, and I absolutely fell in love with Charles Hoskinson, just like everybody fell in love with Richard Hart. Why? Because he's so blatantly honest, and he tells people what they don't want to hear, which is the truth. And it's just the way the world works. I'm just a super fan of him. And I've really watched Cardano blossom. It's going to be huge. And I will never be a maximalist on anything. I'm not even a maximalist on the US dollar, obviously, if you get my drift. I believe in diversification. And Cardano's obviously going to do big things. Don't believe the FOMO on Cardano. I'm assuming the audio sounds better. Nobody said anything. Yeah, but you have any questions, comments, make sure you leave it in there, guys. I'm going to try to answer every single one of you because I do appreciate you guys taking the time to watch me. I appreciate it a ton. All right, guys, I'm going to show you something real quick with the Cardano Cube. If you're not using the Cardano Cube, jump into the ecosystem. There's over 500 projects in the works right now. 500. Come on, Hexican X. 500 projects in the works. That's a lot. And most of them are waiting to be released on, thanks Hex Dad. Most of them are waiting to be released on in June when a I forgot the stupid name. Every time Cardano passes a certain point, they have a new name. I forgot the name of it. Valor, I don't remember. But anyway, June is the go day. You're going to see Cardano explode. Don't let it pass you by. Can you claim free Hedron without and Hex stakes? Nope, you need to have Hex staked on Hedron to claim it. It's actually based off what you have staked on Hex. But you can also just go and buy Hedron like on Uniswap, but you're not going to get a multiplier. So right now, I think it's at an 8x multiplier. So whatever it says that you're being awarded that's in your stake, it's going to times it by 8. But for you just have to buy it outright. And if you haven't staked anything yet, why aren't you staking? You're hurting yourself. That's the main principle of Hex. Now, the 5555 is a little extreme, but Hedron's going to fix that, which makes that awesome. You know what I mean? Because now you can take out loans against it. It's going to be absolutely awesome. All right, but yeah, Cardano has 500 products being built for it. So 500 projects. So don't believe the FOMO. I'm just going to keep saying it. I'm not going to say it no more. Make sure you guys get in Cardano Cube and start digging. And one of the biggest projects I want you to start looking at is Pavia. Pavia is a metaverse. Remember, a lot of these projects aren't true metaverse, but Pavia is. Pavia is, and it's in the very early stages. Where's the website? Boom. It's in the super early stages. And I remember MetaMask in the early stages. And when I say early stages, it was ridiculously early. And all of a sudden, one day, it just came to life, and I was too late. Pavia is at that point. I've decided, at first I was going to buy land, but now I'm not going to buy land with Pavia. I think I'm going to try to buy as many Pavia tokens as I can. I think that's going to be my gameplay. The land, I don't know. I might just buy a plot of land. I should. But I really want one on the water, and I'm having difficulties finding one. But I think I am going to buy a plot because I'm tired of holding off on things and then thinking about it all the time. Basically, to buy a plot of land is NFT based. You can go to CNFT, and then they have different plots of land for sale. They're nowhere near as expensive as Decentraland is. Decentraland, you're looking at dropping like $10,000, whereas with Pavia, you're looking at dropping like you can get them as cheap as. With Cardano being under, you probably get one in US dollars, probably about $270, give or take. In Cardano dollars, it's 365 Cardano. It's the cheapest I've seen it. All right. If you guys got any questions about Hex, again, please leave it in here. I will answer it. I will also jump backwards a little bit if there's anything particularly you want to see, any technical analysis. Richard Hart said ADA blockchain sucks. It was a lot of work to just see who sacrificed. Well, Richard Hart did say that, and Richard Hart also said that PulseChain would be out before Cardano has smart contracts. Cardano's has smart contracts since September, mid-September, and here we are in March, and I see butterflies flying outside. There's not snow or hail or anything like that. Now, like I said, I love both cats, so it is what it is. But Richard Hart also downplayed Hedron. He downplayed any project being built for PulseChain that was not Hex. He wants everything to be Hex minimalist, and I respect why. And at first I was upset, but then I understood. Who said that anyway? Then Frenchie, thanks for coming in here, by the way, Frenchie. And then I understood why he was that way, because these projects being built for Hex, for PulseChain and Hex, honestly, they're not bad. They're actually good. There's some bad out there. Don't get me wrong. There's somebody mentioned one earlier that I was a little skeptical on, but others are. What they did was they drew attention away from PulseChain. Well, not really PulseChain sacrifice, but they drew attention away from PulseX sacrifice like there's no tomorrow. So you have projects doing that same sacrifice that Richard Hart basically invented, in my opinion, and it caused problems because I'm busy sacrificing for these projects that are being built for PulseX and PulseChain, but my project's not completed yet. So how can I endorse their projects when mine isn't even completed yet? You know what I mean? And he still needs the funding and everything. I think hopefully it makes sense to you. But yeah, but that's my take on it. I hope that answers my take on it, Frenchie. And thank you again, Frenchie, for joining. I'm saving my money for Hex on PulseChain. That's cool. I got my money everywhere. That way, I'm going to land on my feet regardless. It's very important to land on your feet in the crypto world. Even with that horrible Ethereum, which I'm not a fan of, guys. I do own Ethereum, and I'm not a fan of it. By the way, Pulse. Well, I can't block out my address here, but anyway. Okay, since I can't block out, I'll tell you about it. If you guys don't know, drip drops. if you're staking your Cardano currently, you can claim drip drop tokens, and it literally just flipped over like 20 minutes ago. So it's essential that you do it early on. I've realized the big difference it was and what I was able to purchase for just 5 ADA. I'm in so much profit with this. It's awesome. You guys have got to look into drip drops if you don't know about it yet. It's a way to really stack up those tokens with ADA. Muesli swap. I finally did it, guys. I bit the bullet, and I didn't go in too deep. I just did 200 ADA and with Min swap and 200 ADA with Pavia, and those are two projects I do believe that'll be fine. I'm not too worried about too much in permanent loss. So you'll see that MinSwap the farms are up and running. So if you want to get in there and play around, see what happens. Remember, it is risky though. It's very high risk. It's not like Hex. This is very high risk. So you want to make sure you realize how it works with a permanent loss versus your gains with MinSwap tokens, with LP tokens. But I just wanted to show you guys that I finally did it. All right, Sandbox. Did we talk about Sandbox? Sandbox is another huge one. You guys want to definitely have that in your radar. You look at Sandbox right here. This is a exponential moving average. It is hardcore bullish right now. I saw that earlier and was like, holy cow. Then I dropped it down to the 1 day range, and still, the 1 day range is not there yet, but it's definitely approaching it. But that 4 hour range is looking beautiful. So don't sleep on Sandbox. And wow, man, my throat's getting tired. So yeah, that's about it for this stream. Is there anything else I really want to talk about that I thought was important that would affect you guys? Just running through here. Anchor Protocol. There's Pavia. That's about it. Anything important, guys, you want me to talk about in the comments? I just want to thank you guys for joining. Just want to thank you. And if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you guys hit that like button. That like button does a lot for me. And until next time, I'm waiting. I'm pretty sure. Okay, here we are. All right, we're caught up. All right, so yep, all the questions that died off. So guess I talked about too much Cardano. All right, guys. So until next time, stay blessed. All right, thanks a lot for joining, guys.